Okay, this is our front door. This is our front flower bed. Okay. Where do termites live? Well, they live in the ground. Yeah. What do they eat? They eat dead wood. Okay. That's wood mulch. Dead wood on the ground next to your house. That's called a clue. That's called a clue. We got a slab foundation, our purge coat. We get some purge coat around our foundation perimeter. It's like a decorative cake frosting. Okay. Just because the cake frosting is cracked doesn't mean your cake is cracked, and just because it's not cracked doesn't mean your cake is not cracked. We expect to see some cracks at the corners here. These would be shrinkage cracks. In the span of a hand, I don't know whose hand, and they go that way, it's a shrinkage crack. If we're doing a wood destroying insect report, this house isn't old enough for termites. It'll be about 7 years before they show up. They won't show up on the 7th birthday. They might show up on the 6th birthday. I don't know. But they're not going to show up for about 7 years. So it's too new to really talk about termites, but we're here and we're talking about them. If we have a crack over here on this corner, that could be conducive to wood destroying insects. It could be conducive to termites, just like the wood mulch next to the house is conducive. They could use that crack to crawl up and come inside the house. Now, the reason why our corners come all the way out, call them all the way out flush, is because we want to hold up our brickwork. Okay, but a crack right in here, this size, going in this direction, okay, on these corners, this is not a foundation issue. It'll be written in the foundation part of the report. Yeah, it will, because it is part of the foundation. But it's not a foundation performance issue. Okay, it might hold up a couple bricks. It might be conducive to wood destroying insects. Those kinds of things. Now, our yard over here is kind of steep going down in here. But it's not 30 degrees. It's only about 17 degrees, something like that. I had to get the pictures out. You'll see the pictures. I measured it. But it's okay. You know, is it desirable? That's something else to be spoken to, but I don't know if it's desirable or not, but it's pretty stiff. Now right around here, this is where our gas meter is coming into the house, and there's our bonding wire right there. But what I'm talking about is right here in the ground around the gas meter. You can see it's starting to break out a little bit. Okay, it's starting to break out. We got a little bit of erosion that's forming next to this 15-degree slope. Okay, that's what we got. On, because we're movers. Remember, I said it's too early for pest control, but you know what? You can never get on board too soon. But this is one of our pest control base stations, and the cover is messed up from the lawnmower coming in at an angle, and it's sitting out straight, and the lawnmower hit it and damaged it because of the angle that's around here. What we've got here is our rain gutters are below grade. That's a good thing. These are called control joints. Some people call them expansion joints. Call them what you will, but we don't have this much. We can't have this much. We're not going to get this much brick in North Texas and not have some kind of movement. So we want to control that movement. Like materials, control joint. That's called a control joint. And some people call them expansion joints. Now what's inside of there is sealant. What does sealant do? You know, it dries up, shrinks, gets hard, cracks, pulls away from the materials. So every couple of years you need to come around and start looking at your control joints and just kind of see how that's done. Okay, because we have right here at the bottom, right there, that is called a weep hole. Okay, so brick, okay, very good, very strong, durable building material. Architecture is regional. We love our brick, okay, low maintenance, all that jazz. Alright, but a characteristic of brick is that it's very porous. When the lawn sprinkler system hits it, water goes right through it. When the rain hits it, water goes right through it. It's designed to shed water faster than it accepts it. And one of our available resources for our building fundamentals was our design is we have weep holes. Anytime the drainage plane has been disrupted, okay, or the foundation disrupted it. It drained all the way down here. If we had windows in different locations, we do, I'll show those to you. So we'd have weep holes at higher areas too, but also around the foundation perimeter. But that's what that is. And so we're coming on along here. This is the second one that's broken, or that's still the first one? It's still the first one. Okay, coming on along here, coming on along here, coming on along here. Then come over here. Now these windows, okay, they go higher than these windows over here. We have brick over these windows. Brick over the windows. Okay, then we have a lintel that holds the brick up. Is that metal? pipe, you know, a metal plate, and then we've disrupted the drainage plane, so now we've added weep holes like we're supposed to. This pipe right here, okay, that pipe is your secondary drain line for your air conditioning system, and it's in front of a window on purpose. So when you see water coming out of that, you know you have a problem with your air conditioning. We've also got continuous soffit vents. I'm seeing that, so that gives me a clue what to look for when we get into the attic. Our windows are double pane vinyl frame. Okay, these windows are fixed. Okay, so kind of moving on along. And the house faces east. So if the house faces east, we're walking along the north side. Then we get closer to our patio here, and it's not really breaking out like it is around the gas meter, but we do see some erosion that's starting to form right in here, right in this area. So we got a little bit of erosion that's starting to form right here. Coming on along, we've got a gas port on our patio. Okay, that's nice. But you want to check with the manufacturer, okay? Because some manufacturers might not be thrilled about you putting a gas grill underneath the cover like this. And some manufacturers won't care. I would do it, you know, don't do as I say. You know, I can do that. You know, I can cook out here. I can cook some bacon, fish. I'm gonna be the bacon fish family. So we're already cooking out here. So we just kind of be aware that, you know, whatever this grill manufacturer specifies, that's the way we should be handling it. We're moving on along with our brick and our patio and our lights, our lintels and our weep holes. Now this window has a reputation for leaking. It's a fixed window. It's not an articulate window. So this whole fenestration, hole in your wall is French for. Okay, we got a weep hole up here, so we're letting moisture out that way. All right, but one stormy night we had rain that was showing up underneath here. Did it come through these weirs? No, it didn't come through these weirs. These weirs all have covers on them. It didn't come through there. How did that water get through here? We got a little bit of hole in our. Okay, so kind of look at that a little bit. Got a little hole in our sealant. Is that where the water came from? It came from somewhere. Okay, it did come from somewhere. Where are we at? There we go. Just moving on along, because we're movers. We're going to have a swimming pool over here eventually. And then that little retaining wall is part of the homeowners association, I'm assuming. But the fact is, I can look down, I can see the ground behind it, and that retaining wall is farther than twice its height to the structure. So that retaining wall could fall down, and it would have no effect on the foundation, the foundation's performance, anything like that. And so it's beyond the scope of my inspection. Because we're movers. This is another one of those shrinkage cracks on the corner. Kind of back up here a little bit. I'll be looking at the roof a couple different ways. Just kind of want to get a good view here. Wasn't real impressed with the roof I saw over the front door. I got a short video of that. I hope it was in focus because I had it extended out so far. We got ridge vents. That's our fireplace flue. I'll put a ladder up over there and walk off the camera pole. We're going to have our pad here. Now, it's okay having your swimming pool equipment here and your air conditioning over here, but this yard has the least amount of slope. So getting the lawn mowing equipment in and out of the backyard would be better achieved from over here than over where the termite bait was damaged. More control joints. Now, one of these pipes is for the water heater pressure relief valve. And it's not supposed to discharge farther than 6 inches from the ground. I get it, that's a long 6 inches, I guess, whatever. But you know, the solution is add a couple more inches onto a pipe. That, I don't know what the statistical relevance means to you. I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection, but there's that. Is that what we're talking about? Is that a disconnect? Okay. I don't like those. We'll be talking about it in a little bit. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean that they're not okay. This means that I'm cranky. I got a mood. Okay. Hold on. Weep holes. Fixtures sealed. Okay. Now we can have exposed drain pipes like this, alright? As long as it's secured every 12 inches. It looks like we're just kind of stretching it right there. And also know that even though it's allowed to be above grade, it's a high evaporation law. You're going to have more loss due to evaporation right there.